welcome. Victor, how are you? I'm cooking today. Welcome, Chef Wana, cooking online. So we are all doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Soksabai, Sawadika, Sabaidi. How are we all doing? Gangster, good to see you again. Victor, so good to see you. On Jen, hello. I just peeled 3 potatoes today. I'm in Stone Paxton kitchen. He's recording downstairs, so I can't be talking too loud. I'll get in trouble with him. Good to see all of you. Welcome. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the Kenny, a supermodel. I hope so. I wish I am. But I'm a supermodel in my own individual way. Jody. How are you? Smuts. Short sauce. 432. Watch it too. Never give up. No, we shouldn't. Why? Tangdo. Tangdo. Thank you for the heart. Love that. Thank you. Jody, welcome. Kenny. Let me see. Baseball. Jordan. Hi. Welcome. No, I'm not a Filipina. I am, I'm Thai descent, born in Cambodia, so I am Cambodian. A lot of people say that I look like Filipino, a Filipina. Thank you. I think we just look so much alike. But Filipinos, they are the island people. I'm from the small land from Cambodia. In fact, I was born in a small province. Well, it's not very small. It's not very prominent. Battambang. Have you heard of Battambang? Well, marriage is a wonderful institution, and it takes a lot of commitments. And if you're ready for commitments, and wait for the right person to come along. But don't rush though. Don't rush into a relationship. Don't rush for that pretty faces. Don't rush for that beautiful bodies. Okay, go for the heart. Go for the intellectuals, because those will stay with you. If you don't go with the physical attractions, when the physical attractions fade away, you don't have no foundations. But if you're with someone who is good at here, smart intellectuals, that know how to take care of herself or himself, and then you are in a good deal. Okay, so yeah. Well, I'm cooking early dinner. I just got here. I'm at Stone Paxton Studios. I'm in home. He has a recording studio downstairs. he is recording. He's recording right now with one of his clients. I know, right? Kenny. Hi, Mystique. That's a beautiful name. I know a Cambodian Mystique, she produced instruments. Yes. How are we all doing? You doing good? It's a beautiful day today. It's natural sunlight. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Mystical? Mystical Girls. That's a beautiful name. How do you come up with all this profile picture? It's a beautiful name. Where you at, Kenny? Are you in the state or which part of the world are you? I am actually, I'm a native of Cambodian. I was born in Cambodia until Khmer Rouge take over. If you know anything about Cambodian history, that we went through quite a few challenges with the dictators who, just like we're dealing with one right now in America, they just want to rule and take over everything. Sorry. I'll be turning 11 right because I'll be cooking today. Because he likes fish, so when I'm here, I'm always make sure that he get to have a full meal of his fish. I can't even say your real name now, Mr. Gal Girl. I'm gonna try it, but don't matter to me. Okay, Aloresilas, 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 Aloresilas. Am I saying it right? I'm sorry. You can call me by that. My name is very simple. Right? So, yeah, my name is very simple. I know how food is always making somebody hungry. Believe me, I do too. Are you a good cook, Kenny? Yes, please do subscribe to my channel so that way you will have the latest notifications and of my cooking. I just released how to make egg rolls. If you like egg rolls, go on there and experience the joys of cooking with me. Well, it's supposed to, like, right? I mean, the art of cooking is that you'll be able to turn a dull potatoes into you can cook, Mystica. I'm sure you do. You have to send me some of your cooking photos so that way I can post on my channel. Okay, so you know when you deep fry this, it's gonna be so good. I can't talk too loud because Stone packed and he's recording. And if it start over, then he'd be mad at me. So I guess to do this magic is to cut this thing not all the way through, halfway through. What food do you guys like? Thai food, American food, French food, Italian food, or Mexican food, or any kind of food. For me, I enjoy it all. Okay. Let me see. It didn't turn out this. It didn't turn out well, this one. But it's supposed to turn out zigzag. You know what? It's gonna go in one channel. That's what he told me. Don't worry about all the fancy work, but this one turned out pretty well. Anyway, I'm gonna deep fry this. I will season it and deep fry it, and I will add to the meal. Okay. See if I can do this one right. Who like to cook? Oh, from Puerto Rico. Welcome. I know, huh? Puerto Rican. Do you cook what's some other Puerto Rican food? Nice. Cooking is my life too. Kidding. So you have to marry somebody who can cook. Oh. Thank you. I attempt a free time to cook Mexican food. It's not too bad. In fact, I just did tostitas. I have about 15 cooking shows that I had recorded it, but I have not time to edit it because editing take a whole longer time to do than cooking itself, because my channel is not easy. First of all, it costs money to go shopping for the thing that you want to do for your cooking show, right? And then you have to cook it, and if you don't know how to edit it, and then you have to hire a professional to do the editing. But I was taught to do editing, so I use Final Cut Pro. If you're familiar with the Final Cut Pro, it's the professional editing programs that will allow you to edit movie, videos, and anything you desire as a motion picture, right? So I literally can edit a movie if I want to. Sorry. So I'm getting pretty good. If you watch some of my latest cooking show, I did all the effects. In fact, I got in trouble for adding too much effect, too many effects. They said that making them dizzy. So then I take that as a word of cautious. So I did reduce the effect, because if it offended somebody, I try not to offend any of my fans or my followers. So so cooking is my life. Also, when I was living in the refugee camp for 5 years in Thailand, after Khmer taken over my country in Cambodia, so I crossed over the borders and living in the camp for 5 years. Within the 5 years, the Red Cross organization had brought educators to educate us in the camp. Some learn the language, some learn to sew, knit. So that's how I know how to sew, knit, crochet, and cooking. And then of course I started working in the restaurant, in one of the fine restaurant, and assigned to work with the chef. So So as a chef assistant, I did a whole lot of cooking with him, just free lesson. So then I have my own kids. So I started cooking for the kids. Yes, thank you. And then that practice, it's thank you. I wish I can. Is that French? You, oui, merci beaucoup. I I studied some French when I was in the camp, but then that's been like 46 years ago. You know, anything you not practice is gonna go away, right? Same thing for, you know, that I am multilingual, right? I already speak fluently in 4 languages. And that's why you see that a lot of my cooking shows I would display in 4 languages. So those are the languages I actually capable of speaking. So I can say สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีสบายดี hello xin chào. Xin chào is Vietnamese. I only speak some Vietnamese because some of my families are from Vietnam, and of course working in communities for so long, I started to learn the concept of language. Well, I did too much, so it didn't stick out, but anyway. Such a bad chef today. Sorry. I have to keep this soak, otherwise it'll turn brown. As you know that when you do potatoes, and it'll oxidize because the chemical within the potatoes would turn brown once it catches air. So you want it to soak it in the water, or you can marinate it. I love cooking Thai food because Thai food is very easy for me, and I also cook Cambodian food. See, this one right here is supposed to like look like magic. Not quite. You the only one? Hi, Nia. Nia Henry. Welcome. How are you doing, Nia? So, Mystical Girl, you speak French, huh? Parlez-vous français a lot or little? I know French is a beautiful language. I should be learning it. I should have kept it. I have long nails, so when I do cook meat, and sometimes I do wear this, but most of the time I don't. But some people would say, well, that's just nasty. You know what? Not really. If you know how to wash your hand thoroughly, it shouldn't be nasty, right? I mean, we use everything with our hands. I'm going to perform my surgery now. I think these are the fish that I have left from last week when I cooked swai fish. How many of you like fish? I like fish too, certain fish. The kind of fish that doesn't smell too bad. I can't smell, I don't like the strong smell fish like catfish or tilapia. I was okay when I was younger. I'm not bothered about it now. Now as I got older, fish smell bothers me. Just a little bit of ice on it, so I'm trying to rinse it hot water, warm water, so that way it will thaw out. So swai fish is an ocean fish. I'm not sure what side the ocean is coming from. The reason I like swai fish because it has a very mild fish smell. It is good for people who don't like a wild smell fish or fishy smell. You know what fishy smell mean, like, right? Not this kind of fishy smell. This kind of nosy smell. People like to pat this with paper towel. I'm okay with paper towel, but I'd rather not add too many chemical into my food. So what I do is that I just gonna rest it for a few minutes on my sieve here. Okay. So I have 3 pieces. So if you're a big eater, so you might. It's a very thin pieces. But if you are a medium serving eater, you might want to go with 2. But if you're a small eater that I am, so 1 is good. But if you're a big eater, go right ahead. 3 pieces. Okay. So remember this fish has already a strip of its skins and scale and bones, so you won't find bones or skins on this. But the Asian people cook the fish with skins. Only Americans are so bombarding with being over cleansing, I would say, over holy. So they always wanted something that always stripping off of its natural flavor, because the flavor of the fish is not actually on the fish. It's on the skin of the fish. All the fat, all the omega-3 fat that we need, the essential oil. No, not the kind of essential oil that you need for your skin. The essential oil that we need for our bones, the inner of us, right? So here we go. It'll be beautiful. I made this before. Last time I was here, I made this, and I didn't want it to leave it too long. I want to be able to cook this before it get old. Okay. You want to use a little bit of cooking oil and invest a little bit on good cooking oil, okay? Because it'll be good for you from henceforth. If you get old, a little bit older in your 30 and 40, you wish that you had already taken good care of yourself by eating good, cooking at home. And yeah, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the love and being on here with me. I appreciate that. Okay. So what I did first was that I start with marinade with my olive oil or avocado oil. You know, let's talk a little bit about cooking oils. Make sure that you invest it in good cooking oil. Sorry about the noise. He's recording. Stone Paxton is recording. Rap gospel. Is that what we call it? Rap gospel. So I can't be too much noise. He'd be mad at me. Normally I'll be loud on here. Yes, hi. Welcome back. Welcome all of you. So go easy on your seasoning, okay? Don't. I found that all, not the brand, okay? Just any complete seasoning, you could. You don't have to go 4, 5, 6 kind of it, because this right here, it's full of all the ingredients. I mean, all the herbs that you need. I wish I could go fresh herb, but they want many in winter time here. I want you to see the beautiful textures of this. Try that, okay? And this one right here is lemon pepper. This right here will help minimize the fish smell. In fact, this swai fish here, it has very little fish smell. Otherwise, you won't be seeing me cooking it. Want it to get on the back of the fish also. Okay. So, fish have two faces, right? I mean, this is the skin side of face. Okay. I want to marinate it also. See. I don't think this one has salt in it. Yes. Go with seasoning. No worry. Okay. I only need oils on this right side. Here. The right side would be the inner side here. This is a good way not to have to handle or touching the meat. Okay? If you cook with chopstick, let the chopstick work for you. He's wrapping. The studio here, it's awesome. He has a state-of-art recording. If you ever need recording, this is the place right here. Okay. Stone Paxton is not only artist, songwriter, producer. He also distribute. I just want to make sure that it doesn't have too much salt in it. Well, me show you how it looks like now. So I do the parsleys. I love the colors. When I cook, I'm always make sure that it's pretty. You know why? Because it's good for the taste, it should be. If it's good for the mouth, it's also good for the eyes. Look. Yeah. You know, cooking is such a obsession. Cooking is such an amazing, what you call it? Amazing skill that we should learn. If you don't learn from aunt, if you not learn from your grandma, your mom, your aunt, and your neighbor, you're missing out. Then you're gonna have to follow Chef Anna for cooking instruction. Okay. So here my mother dab dull looking fish. Look at that. Now I will leave it for a short bit, okay? I will cover it so that way it will. I will cover it until we need to cook it, okay? Because I have a few other things that I need to prepare. So I have my potatoes that I would marinate also. If you went here earlier, I was cutting this potato earlier. Okay. I'll do the same thing. I like my food with seasoning. I don't know about you, but I do. So, always remember to use the seasoning that you can use for everything. Okay. Don't be so picky, like, oh, I need one for the beef, I need one for the chicken, I need one for the eel, I need one for the turkey. No, get one that you can use for everything. That way you have more space in the kitchen. Because this one has a little salt in it. This one had no salt. And that's why I have to bring this one in. Okay. This one is about the same for it's all grinded. I do that because I'm so impatient with the sprinklers. When I'm at the restaurant, right? And I am trying to sprinkle the salt and peppers, and it like give you a little speck here and there, I would open it up. Why people cooking? You're so funny. Well, you know, I say that I'm tired of cooking Asian food. Sometimes I cook food that would be less complicated. If I'm cooking Asian food right now, you would say, oh, why are you cooking Asian food for? I'm not Asian, you know. So, if you want a cooking recipe, then you need to visit my cooking videos. I have a whole bunch of them, okay? From Pad Thai, which is Thai food, and what else? Fried fish, that's Cambodian food. Can be Filipino food too. It depends, right? And then, yeah, I do cook white folk food a lot because it's easier. And since you bring up the subject, I was just gonna be 100% on that, okay? Because white people food are less to deal with. Asian food, then I have to go Asian store shopping for the items that I need for my ingredients. Sometimes I find myself being at 3 different Asian stores. If I go to the Filipino grocery store, they don't have the Asian item that I need, like shrimp paste, like fermented fish that I need, the stinking kinds, okay? And then by the time I'm done with 3 grocery store, I'm exhausted. So that's why sometimes I enjoy cooking American food, because I can just go to American grocery store and I'll get everything I need. Right? Yes, I'm playing with my potato. I want to fry this, in fact. Okay. I'll probably have to break it up because I tried to string it. It didn't come out too well, so. Because it's supposed to, like, it's supposed to come out like that. Since it decided not to come up like that, it come up like this. Anyway, so much fun of this, right? So yeah, I know I can't talk loud because Stone Paxton is recording. He has an artist who's working on his album right now, and they've been working on it for a month already. So I think today they're trying to finish it up. So today I'm not serving him the complex, my bad. Today I'm not gonna serve him the grains. I'm just gonna serve him these potatoes as his complex carb, okay? Because he doesn't like to eat rice too much, because I'm Asian. I like rice on everything. You with me on that? That is just the best part of being Asian, is that we grow up on eating rice, and you can't blame grandma or grandpa for that. And I cannot blame myself for being that. You know? Just like you said, the white folk, this is white folk food. So what do white folk growing up on? The potatoes. You got it? Don't be mad at me if I say that, because being Asian, growing up eating 3 to 5 meals of rice per day. Breakfast, lunch, in between, dinner, and might be another bowl of rice before bed. So, yeah. Oh, you like the Apsara dance? That is just it's just you know, the Apsara dancer. Anyway, so so the American folk, they live on potatoes. So I'm not being racist, I'm just being real, right? Okay, done. Fish marinated, done. Marinated potatoes, done. Now, what's the best way to eat your fish? Something sweet. It's gotta be natural. So I always added fruit to my cooking. The reason I add fruit to my cooking is to get the sweetness out of the fruit instead of adding sugars. Well, sometimes I do add sugars into the cooking, It's just the nature of some of the recipe, or honey, or palm sugars. If I'm at my own kitchen, I'll be using palm sugar, but Stone Paxton Kitchen does not have palm sugars. I can't find his fruit peelers, so this is how Asian peel a fruit. People said, well, do it inward. Okay, inward's fine. Gonna slow me down because that's not the way I'm trained on. What I'll do, I'll saute this also. That way, when you eat it with his fish, he will have this natural sweetness from the fruits. Sorry, this will be a while, okay? I'll promise you I'll speed up. Welcome. Who's still here with me? Give me a thumb up so I know who's still here. Oh my goodness, you are funny, Claire. Gary. Lord have mercy. I'm at the tender mercy of the Lord. Yeah, when you're in the rich man kitchen, I don't know where everything is because they don't cook. And I don't want to go through every cupboard and drawers to find it. I've been here many times, but I've been here almost every day, but still can't find a peeler. I need to bring my own next time to be more prepared. It's gospel wrap. People said, don't handle the knife like that, you cut yourself. There's a fair chance that I'll cut myself. But I cut myself so many times already, I got used to it. As long as it's not summarized going through my chest, I'm cool. You see the little dent right there? You don't know how many times I got cut. Right there, right? It got cut so many times that it had a little dent on it. That's something for me to remember by. I know, right? You're gonna be falling asleep before I finish this cooking. That's why I just record it and edit it for you, so that way you don't have to sit hours to see me cook. Somebody said, oh, this is 15-minute meals. Stop lying. There's no such thing as 15-minute meals, okay? Unless you just do a microwave meal that come in a package of like Lean Cuisine, and I believe it is 15-minute meals, right? Just bring it from the grocery store and then unpack it and in the microwave. But when you cook a real good healthy meals, there be at least an hour to hours of preparation time. There's no way 15-minute meals. I just don't believe in that. You can have a 15-minute meal and you already prepped. You just throw in the pot and pans and stir fry. Maybe stir fry, I can do in 15 minutes. But that's too easy, too mundane. Anybody can do it. I went to Cambodia in July last year. It was so hot, right? And I still have family who live in the region, Cambodia and Thailand. So I got to visit. Okay, so 2 apples. Okay. Do you like adding your I know you like to add them in your salad and your, what else? But if I saute this in honey and butter, it'll be very delicious. If you add little rums or cooking wine, it depends on what flavors that you like. But I just like it real. I don't add rums. I don't. Sometimes I add cooking wine just to get that uniqueness. Okay. But in fact, most of the time what I did is that I just use real butter or cooking oil that I do, okay? You don't try to get too complicated, and people say, that's too complicated. I hear you. I drop a knife. Excuse me. Okay, no. The potatoes, 2 apples, 3 potatoes, 3 swai fish. So technically we have 3 servings, okay? 3 serving. But if you're going to feed somebody who's super hungry, then it can be swapped in just 1 serving or 2 serving, because we can have side dishes, okay? All right. I think our fish is about ready to go. What I do is that I would, because this might take a little longer to saute it, okay, until it get tender. And then the challenge one would be these right here. I can do pan saute this, or I can deep fry this, but I might just well do the saute one, so that way it does not involve a lot of cooking oil. Okay. It smells so good. The lemon zest, the garlic, the onions. What else in here? Oregano's. Okay. Probably thyme too. Okay. So, all right. I guess I will move you into the kitchen, okay? So that way I can cook this. Nope. Now, are we okay with that? I have my iPod, but he has many downstairs, but I am not about to borrow him. I'll get yelled at because they're recording right now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and saute our potatoes. potatoes. Hey, send me some hearts. Yeah, send some hearts. Send some love, will you please? Okay, I'm just gonna do minimal. Okay, probably about 2 tablespoons. He's recording downstairs. Gospel rap. If you can saute any kind of vegetables, make sure that you use healthy oil. Okay? You can air fry this also. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna air fry some of this too. Welcome. Sauteing the potatoes. I think I made. I'm sauteing the reddish potatoes. Almost done. This one's almost done. I will try to add the recipe into the descriptions when I'm done. So that way, if you want to try this at home, you will have the recipe, alright? Thank you for being on here. I know it's a long process. That's why when people said that it's a 15-minute meal, don't believe them. have to air fry it. But I just like the different textures between the air fryers and the sauteing. It's a lot different. It's more flavorful when you do the saute here because it allows the potatoes to release its natural flavor. I know, honey, I should have flambéed this, but being a cook, believe it or not, I'm afraid of fire. Unless I'm cooking outside, I can flambe for you. I can put the flame for the food, right? But in the house, no. I'm scared of fire within the enclosure here. So you never see me doing flambe. The flambe is with a fire. When you cook it up with the flames, and it tastes really, really good when you flambe. But I think next week when the weather is more permissible, when it gets a little warmer, I would show you how to flambe in the backyard. If anything burn in the backyard, then it's less scary than burning the house. Nope. It's coming pretty good right now. It's brown. I'm sauteing the potatoes. Somebody told me that it's a white man food. Yes, white. You found that unusual for an Asian girl to cook a white man food or a white woman food. Don't be. It's universal. If you're a chef, you will be able to produce any kind of food, not just your own food. If you check out my cooking show, I have all kind of food. I have black man food, white man food, Asian man food, Latino man food. So I'm cooking food for all the men. I think that's why they love me. I'm just playing with you, alright? The last time, you should check out my proposal. My honey, he went to work and this, let me see, Nicaraguan woman, I think, or El Salvadorian woman came to work, and she always make food to sell. And she saw a proposal. So he came home one day and said, you know, honey, would you make me some proposal? Oh, you know me. As soon as I heard somebody want to eat, I just jumped off my horse and jumped off my horse and went to get the recipe and check out the recipe and the grocery. And the first time I made it turned out pretty good. And then I perfected because I allergic to corn, so it was not easy cooking paposa. But then I learned to cook with rice flours. Rice flours is alright. It's a little bit challenged, but you know, it's alright. Some said, why don't you flip it on the stove? Because this is a gas stove. Any oil line or it isn't going to set on fire. And if I set this place on fire, I won't be able to come back here to cook again. You're probably going to have me bar from his kitchen. Wow. I'm not trying to be racist, okay? Because somebody told me that I'm cooking a white man food. So sure enough, this white man food sure smells so good. I'll show you how it looks like right now, okay? I'll do about another 10-15 minutes to make sure that my potato is cooking really, really well. How about that? Yeah. It's gonna be good. The veggies of thin potatoes cooking, slow cooked and sauteed in. The fancy word is not fried, okay? Sauteed. I think that's French word for cooking in the pan. I can't talk too loud today because he's recording downstairs. So he won't like me talking too loud because then it'll be on their record. They're going to be super mad at me and then they have to redo the recording. Well, you want to see close up? Let me bring you a cat. Yeah. It's pretty healthy because I'm cooking with natural ingredients and olive oils. So olive oil contains omega-3, which is the fatty acid that we need for our joints, our hairs, and our skin, and overall health. Okay. So, like I was trying to tell my follower earlier, that just in just invest a little more money on your cooking oil. Back in the day, back in Cambodia, Thailand, people use coconut oil in their cooking, and because they don't have also cooking oil like we do here. Here we have too many cooking. They have too many oil. I'm allergic to corn, so I can't have corn oils, and I'm allergic to peanuts, so I can't have peanut oil. So yeah. So I'm good with olive oil. Olive oil is expensive too, and then what else that's expensive in cooking oil? Sesame oils are super expensive, and avocado oils are expensive, and also what else is expensive? Well, coconut oil is not too bad. Okay. And you know what? It comes just in a perfect tone. I am going to remove this into a dish. Give me 1 second, please. I still have some oil in there, so I won't even need any more oil, okay? We'll keep it on here to keep it crunchy. The two sides. And so, this is so good. Add some more. I'm going to finish cooking the rest of my potatoes. I might add just a little bit of oil because we depleted a little from the previous cooking. This goes well with non-stick pan, okay? If it's not, then we'll be messing it all up. Oh, this is so crunchy. It tastes like a bag of quality potato chips. You can try this at home. You can just bread it, the skinny pieces like that, and then saute it until it turns brown like that. I think I'm gonna eat it all before he starts his meal. You know, cooking is not just a mundane responsibility. It's a full-time job. Imagine chef cooking in the restaurant every day. Now I don't cook every day. Sometimes we would go out to eat just to treat ourselves. Sometimes when you're cooking every day, you get tired and you don't know what to cook, or you don't want to be in the hot stove, or you don't want to be in the cold kitchen. So you end up going out to eat. That's what we do a lot. But then you're worried about other safety concern and who preparing it, or if the waiters will talk over your food. You're concerned about the cleanliness. So to bypass all that, so I cook about 95% of the time at home. Because we need to do that, because when we cook, we control of every ingredient, every fat intake and depletions. So I just saute the potatoes. And it tastes pretty awesome. Hello, welcome. I can't talk too loud because they're recording music downstairs. I'm still here. If you are a returner, I'm still cooking my potatoes. I'm almost done. I'll do about another 5 minutes, I think that'll do. This is a healthy way to cook your potatoes that go well with your fish or your meat or your chicken. Welcome. I'm cooking live today because I did the videos all the time. Sometimes I get tired doing that because when I do the video, then I have to edit it and spend at least 5-6 hours of editing times. Because when I shoot videos, I do different segments, and it can be up to 20-30 segments. It depends on whether I'm just cooking one item or I'm cooking the whole meal. Cooking the whole meal will require a lot of videotaping, a lot of editing, and then a lot of time I have to do voice over because my kitchen is not always quiet, and to do the voice overs is not easy neither. That is another technical department that I have to deal with. So when I do my own editings, I know exactly where I need it to be edited, right? If you hire somebody to do it, or you use the iMovie to do it, the iMovie is good, okay, but it doesn't have all the feature unless you're paying for all the feature. But when I do this editing program that we purchases, it has such a massive feature. I mean, multiple features that allow me to edit it in the way that it'll look professional and almost like a movie quality. I'm still cooking the potatoes, believe it or not. That's why people tell you that, oh, it's a 5-minute or 15-minute meal. Not the way I cook it. If you pop a hot dog or maybe 15 minutes, I believe you. But when you cook sensible dinner, you cannot do it in 15 minutes, no. Like not even 15 minutes. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. 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 an hour. Okay? So that's why a lot of working mom now don't want to cook no more. You're tired coming home from a hard day of work and have to cook. And that's why we see that Americans started to feeding the kid on fast food, which is easy, right? Just take them out to eat, or you bring them back home and then you feed the kids, and you sensitize your kids by feeding them the fast food or frozen food, and then their values in eating home cooking meals is depleting. When the values of home cooking meal depleted, it creates some major issue that means the kids have to deal with the health issue. Okay, we're looking at hypertension, high glycerides, high lipid fat, which is the high cholesterol, or can lead to diabetes type 2, okay? And then hypertension, which is the high blood pressure. And you don't want your children, young children, grandkids and children to have to start that kind of lifestyle early. And that's why we cook at home. Not only it's a American principle or any family principle, is home cooked meals. Because the fast food industry wasn't vastly available until after World War II. We came out of during the Great Depressions and during the time where we didn't have enough, and the men didn't make enough money to feed the family. So if they have large family in the day, American family and any family value in having large family. I mean, having many kids, multiple kids, in order to keep the mortgage and feed them hungry children. Women have to leave the home to work, to support the family, to bring extra income. So the problem with women, when she have to enter into the employment world, then her responsibility as housewife or housewife or house husband is limited. She's no longer wanted to cook. If she tried to cook, it'll be later, just like my kids, my daughters and her husband. They own beauty salon, right? He's a master cut. He does men's hair, and she does the lashes and the facials and hair. Sometimes she's a multi. She does the multi services, beauty services. Sometimes her client would be, her last client would be about 8, and she won't leave the shop until about 10. So when she come home, how is she going to start cooking something that would take hours to cook and be able to eat and go to bed with their stomach full, right? So what I do for them too when I'm home, I just cook for them. Cook for the grandkids. And the grandkids used to love Asian cooking now. And that's why somebody said that, wow, that's a white man cooking. You know, my grandkid born in America, and that's all they know. Even you're trying to teach them the Asian value, still it does not balance out between homes and school. So the children prefer to have the white man food. Like somebody suggested, I'm cooking white man food. You good? Because my kids and my grandkids are being born in America, so they um, sensitized to American food. And who to blame them? I don't. And then when you have two parents working and coming home late, of course, feeding the kid with home cooked was not possible unless eating late and going to bed with your stomach full, and that's how we build the starchy and the sugar building while we sleep, because we're supposed not to go to bed after we eat, right? We're supposed to let the food digest and take about at least 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour good, but 2 hours would be the best. Typically take about 2 to 4 hours for food to digest. So to talk about healthy food and how parents will be able to embrace the healthy food cooking at home while being full-time mom or full-time mom or full-time dad, or a single mom, single dad, or even grandparents who take care of their grandchildren because their parents are in the service or in the lockup facilities or in mental health facility, wherever they are, somebody have to take care of them, right? So whoever will be the kinship or the state will have to come in and take over. And just like in my family, I mean, my daughter, she has guardianship of her husband nephew, and he's such a wonderful young man. Though he may cause some issue in school, but overall, he's a kid that needs a lot of help, and we love him unconditionally. And when I cook, he loved my cooking because he loved Asian food, so he doesn't mind if I put 10, 15, 30 peppers, he will eat. But my own grandkids would be picky. They say, no thank you. No thank you, Grandma. No, I'm good, Grandma. Okay. All right, so I think I'm done. Look at that. It looks so good. It looks so good. And it's sauteed in healthy olive oil. The olive oil is essential cooking oil that we need that has omega-3 fat. The omega-3 fat, you can find that in olive oils or any kind of cooking oil that is not, well, typically you'll find in olive oil. I'm not sure about coconut oil. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but you can research. But I know for the fact that's in the olive oils and in avocado oil. I'm sorry, lost my thought. And a few other oils also. Okay, but then my best practice is olive oil because it has cold press or it has extra virgin. And I don't know about extra virgin or extra whatever it is, right? But it'll come in the dark bottles, like here. Once it's regular cooking oil, it'll come in a clear bottles, and that's how you know that whether oils are expensive or cheap oil. So I have my potatoes, my sauteed potatoes done. Tastes really, really good. I sample it, and it's crunchy from the outside, and it's so delicious in the inside. Okay, Let me go find some butter if he has. Well, he doesn't have the kind of oil that, I mean, the butter that I like, but I would just need a little bit of it, okay? I'm gonna use the same pan because it's not burnt or it does not need cleaning. So I will use about 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm gonna be cooking sauteing remember that the 2 apples that I peeled earlier. So I'm gonna add it into the pan. Okay. Same thing today. I'm sauteing my potatoes. I'm sauteing my apples. I'm sauteing my fish. It's gonna be a saute kind of day today, which is good. Here we go. Sample my sauteed potatoes. It cooked so well. I'll be back. I'm gonna use about a sorry, the honey is crystallized. You should have turned it upside down, huh? I'm gonna let it warm up. Welcome, Chef Anna in Cooking Live. Today I'm cooking Sautéed Swai Fish that I had the fish left over from the other time because I bought a family size. It smells so good. When I saute the potatoes, I can smell the aroma of garlic, sage, or what else is in there? Thymes. Onions. I think my honey is ready. See how thick that is? 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops. Have you tried to saute the apple pears? I love pear best. It tastes really, really good with pear also. I did that last time on my other live cooking show. And then just plain cinnamon. I will add just a dash of salt only. And just because if I add too much salt in it, it may not give me the sweetness flavor that I needed, but I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to help enhance the sweetness. Okay. Ooh, the cinnamon right here, it's kicking in and it starts to smell like apple pie. Don't you love it when you cook? The whole kitchen smells so wonderful, so delicious, and it triggers your hunger, the brain. The brain tell you, okay, something smells good, making you feel hungry. So basically, that's what it is. Okay, um, your stomach and your brain are working together. So it take me, yeah, I want to cook 3 hours to cook this meal. In fact, I haven't even cooked my fish yet. Well, I can do that. I can um, put this aside and start another pan so that way I can cook my fish also. All right, let me bring you closer to how my sauteed apple looks like. Okay, I'm bringing you closer, okay? That is the potatoes. And this is the sauteed apple. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the fish. I'm gonna move the apple over here, okay, so that way I will be able to cook my fish. I'm gonna use wide and deep pan. I'm gonna let the apple saute one side at a time to let it release that wonderful taste of sweetness. I'm gonna use a very little of this cooking oil, okay? And this is a non-stick pan, and you won't need much because we already marinated our fish with oil. I can't believe it. Somebody said I'm cooking white man food, and he's not wrong, right? Mm. How could it be wrong? Let me bring you on this end. All right. So that way you see that I'm cooking my apple, sauteing my apple. I'm gonna use medium low because I want the apple to cook really, really well. so that way it'll be tender, not crunchy. I think the honey is making this apple to turn brown. What I should have done, I should have cooked this when I cook my potatoes. That way I can get everything done at the same time. So, my apple is turning out pretty good right now and smells so good. Okay, so here's the fish. I would cook the front first, okay? The front would be the heat is too strong right now. Here's the front. Sorry about that. The fish, the apple, the potatoes, sauteed potatoes, the apple, the fish. Right, so it will not take much longer to cook the fish because swai fish is very easy to cook, and it may take only about 10-15 minutes. Okay, that's why I cook it last, because it does not take that much of a long time. It doesn't take a lot of time to cook. That's what I love about swai fish, is that it cooks pretty fast. I got my fish in here. And I get another set of it's not ready to turn yet. Okay. I'll let one side turn golden brown first before I turn it. If I flambe this is gonna smell so awesome. It looks so beautiful right now. My sauté apple. It smells so good. I'm glad that I cooked this apple first, because truly help reduce the smell of the fish. Let me sneak peek at my fish first and see if it's ready to turn. Not quite. I'll give them about another 3 minutes for the fish to turn brown on the right side. Look at that. I'm gonna sample it, okay? It's a tinge of honey and the natural flavor from the apple and the cinnamon. Oh yeah, it's a kicker. It's a kicker. It's a kicker. It'll take about another few minutes for the apple to caramelize and release its sweetness into my pan. See it? Oh. Oh, the fish. Oh, the fish smells so good. Mama, when you deal with a non-stick pan, you use a plastic, okay? You better with salt. Otherwise, you will not be happy with the pan because it starts breaking. Oh well. I should have waited about a minute longer, but well, this one right here is too early, but I will turn it back. And then this one, I'll wait for a couple minutes for it to turn brown on the edge here. On the edge here. Okay. Look at that. Does that look delicious to you? See it? Healthy cooking doesn't have to be anything complicated. It can be something that fit in your budget. You don't have to break the bank to have a delicious meal cooked at home. Who's still here with me? Send me some heart, please. Yes, I'm Vanna. Let me see. Who am I dealing with? Mystica. Thank you for... Yeah, you even try that. Okay, look at that. Yeah. Not only that, smells so good. And that's the thing about this is that when you cook at home, you're able to smell and sample your own cooking, right? Thank you, Mr. Gal. It is happy grill. Yes, it's this grill right here. It's yeah. This is this is a fancy home, so it has fancy stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. I hope you try it at home. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fish, but I need two hands to do that because um, my fish is very fragile and I don't want to break it. I want that perfect piece of fish to go on the plate. Oh my goodness. Oh, you gotta see this. It's real. Yeah. I just turned this. I just turned this piece right here. Yeah. I just turned this piece here. And you have to be here to smell it. Now I'm making me hungry because it smells so awesomely delicious. Okay, I think my apples is, what do you think? Done, huh? Okay, I'm gonna keep it warm. I don't even know which chops it now. I'm gonna cover this just to keep my apples moist. This will do. There you go. Now I just have my fish, believe it or not. Love cooking. Love having you here. This fish right here does not take too long, so I will do another 5-minute-ish. So the time is 4:34. I'll do 4:40. Give it a 6 minutes. Oh, this fish looks so good. I'm so happy that my swai fish turned out really well today. It's not breaking. It's not doing any of that silly stuff for me. This is the only big plate he has. Or he has a smaller plate, but I want to be able to spread my cooking in a big plate. Well, I'm allergic to this sucker here, okay? I can't eat them, but definitely I can do something with it. I do fruit carving also. Check out on my persimmons. I don't remember what um, what video number that is. And trying to put close to my nose. I'll be breathing it. I can't talk loud because they're recording. Stone Paxson is recording with his artist downstairs in his studio. You can create flour out of this. They're pretty. You like that? Very easy, right? Did you catch what I just did earlier? You want me to do it again? No. That pretty? Pretty orange? How you like it? Okay. What do you think? Orange flowers? You like it? You want me to show how? All right. So, you have to get a tangerine though, okay? But Orange might work too, but then the peel is not so flexible. Oops, I think I dig too deep in that one. And then I'm allergic to orange, but I'm handling it today. Okay, so we have 5 petals on this one. Okay, so what you do, okay, is to fold this inward. The petal here, the peel, the rind, inward. There, oops. It's not on the floor, okay, it's on the counter. Right, and then just clean it up. Gospel wrap downstairs. So, yeah, so it lined up beautifully. Okay, my fish. Ooh. My fish is done. I cut it over to get a darker front, okay? But this one right here had enough dark front, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna do that for just a minute or two. This is my serving plate. In fact, let me see. I'm gonna bring the orange color of my orange, so I'm gonna serve in a smaller plate. Okay. See? To have my flowers stand out a little bit more. Okay. Remember, I have these potato here. These are the potato that I had earlier. I'm going to line it up, okay? I'll let you see it. This food here, simple, but it can serve the king. Well, he's the king of his castle here. Ooh, I should get some avocado today. That would be just awesome. Oh. Yeah. So I added the orange onto a diet today, okay, beside sauteed potatoes and apple. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and add our fish. I'm gonna serve him 2 pieces today because he probably is hungry. I know that he hasn't eaten yet. So here we go. And I'm gonna serve his sauteed apples separately. Okay. Oh, well, let me see if I have room for this. Okay. Hold on. I might have room for it. Okay. Sorry. Did I turn you around? Okay. So here we go. It sure looks good. Don't you agree? This is. What do you think? Mr. Gal, how you think? What do you think, girl? Yeah. Well, what about you, Adrian's? What do you think, boy? No, I'm sorry, Adrian. I'm sorry. I'm not even sure if you girl or man, girl or boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Gary, what do you think? Nia Henry, Kenny. Thank you for all the loves and being on here with me. So here's the meal for today. Sautéed swai fish, sautéed potatoes, sautéed apples, and added 2 fresh tangerines. Here we go. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for the heart. Thank you for the like. Thank you for subscribing to my channels. So the meals look delicious, smell delicious, and I'm sure it's delicious also. Okay. When I'm done with today, I will go ahead and add the the recipe onto the subscriptions or description, okay, so that way you can have this recipe. All right, Sautéed Swai Fish from Chef Mana to all of you. Thank you.